Even if you haven't seen the movie, everyone knows these memorable moments. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most iconic scenes in British cinema. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're focusing on those timeless, instantly recognizable, and endlessly quotable scenes from British films. We're limiting the list to just one entry per franchise, and by British, we mean any film that was heavily influenced by a British setting, studio head, or production company. Also, a quick spoiler alert is necessary.
Wait.
Number 10, queuing at the Dole office. The Full Monty. Who said job searching can't be fun? In training for a striptease show, this gang of misfits makes their routine trip to the unemployment office. Whilst waiting in line, Donna Summer's Hot Stuff comes on the radio, which just so happens to be one of their rehearsal favourites. Instinct kicks in, and hip thrusts ensue, leaving Robert Carlyle's Gaz to admire his musical entourage from a distance. Gotta love that tune. Number 9, What Have I Done? The Bridge on the River Kwai. Although a war film with very little action, this movie's 2.5-hour running time is filled to the brim with dramatic encounters and first-class acting, and it all culminates in this nail-biting finale.
Kill him! Kill him!
With explosives rigged to blow, and Alec Guinness's Colonel Nicholson undecided on what's the right thing to do, we get this desperate delivery.
What have I done?
Followed by a tense stumble to a detonator switch, and it all ends in a bang. Number 8, Burnt Alive, The Wicker Man. You think you're having a bad day?
No! Think! Just think what you're doing! Think what you're doing! Think!
When Sergeant Howie realizes that his investigation into the disappearance of a girl has basically been a waste of time, and that he's now a lamb on the way to the slaughter, he reacts like any of us would.
Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
Forced inside a giant effigy and burnt alive, the slow, tense moments beforehand, the terrified look on his face, and the pure elation of the onlookers all make this one of the creepiest and most memorable scenes in cinema.
And ye shall all die! Accursed!
Number 7, The Cliffhanger, The Italian Job. British cinema has given us many tense endings, but The Italian Job takes the gold bullion. Making off with a bus full of riches and traversing the winding mountainous roads of the Italian Alps, suddenly everything goes pear-shaped for Michael Caine's Charlie Crocker and company, and the prize money hangs in the balance.
Now hold still. Don't move at all.
Don't move, don't breathe, don't even blink. Michael Caine's Charlie Crocker edges closer, but it just keeps slipping from his grasp. On the edge of our seats, we're left with Crocker announcing,
Hang on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea.
Number 6, a real eye-opener, A Clockwork Orange. To one of cinema's most infamous torture scenes, and a moment that will make your teeth itch.
Well, that's good. I like to video the old films now and again.
In a bid to brainwash Malcolm McDowell's Alex into rejecting violence via a new Ludovico technique, doctors pin his eyes open and force him to watch graphic physical and sexual abuse, all to the soundtrack of Beethoven. And due to the drugs in his system, it doesn't take long for him to start feeling sick, but he can't look away.
I began to feel really sick, but I could not shut me glasses.
McDowell actually suffered temporary blindness due to a scratched cornea whilst filming this scene. Jeez.
I'm cured! Praise God!
Number 5, Choose Life, Trainspotting. Law-breaking chaos and a killer soundtrack set the tone for Danny Boyle's 1996 hit about heroin addiction.
Choose life, choose a job, choose a career.
And thanks to a dramatic monologue from Ewan McGregor's Renton, this opening scene has stuck with film lovers for decades.
Choose good health, low cholesterol and dental insurance.
Introducing the film's characters along the way, the intro's fast-paced, seamlessly intertwined shots make for some of the most satisfying visuals ever put to film. And Renton's nihilistic rant makes us all question our own materialistic creature comforts.
I chose not to choose life. I chose something else. And the reasons? There are no reasons.
Number 4, musical Crucifixion, Monty Python's Life of Brian. We were spoilt for choice with memorable moments from the Python films, with oodles of sketches and unforgettable one-liners.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
But today, we've gone with the light-hearted ending to their satirical storm on religion. Crucified and awaiting death, Brian looks on as his fellow sufferers break into song, delivering what is now one of the most recited tunes ever, heard anywhere from football matches to funeral wakes.
Always look on the bright side of life.
And it's proof that the Pythons can put a humorous spin on just about anything.
So always look on the bright side of death.
Number 3, Rodeo Bomb, Dr. Strangelove. Filmed with farcical nuclear war negotiations, Dr. Strangelove has political satire coming out of its ears.
Mr. President, the technology required is easily within the means of even the smallest nuclear power. It requires only the will to do so.
Although Peter Sellers steals the show with his numerous roles, we're focusing on Slim Pickens' portrayal of Major T.J. King Kong and his dramatic demise astride a cataclysmic bomb. It's a scene that's been parodied countless times. Fiddling with wires and ultimately finding himself atop a nuke, as it's about to be deployed, he sets off, hat in hand, and rides into oblivion. Number 2, Chestburster, Alien. The fact that we only see fleeting glimpses of the famed creature throughout this film is exactly why this scene works so well. In a word, suspense.
Gotta have something to eat before we go back. I need something to eat.
Just when we think we know what's going on, Ridley Scott hits us for 6. In this scene, the crew celebrates the return of Kane, who's seemingly unharmed after an extraterrestrial encounter. But we all know it's not that simple.
What's the matter? The food ain't that bad, baby.
Taking a few mouthfuls of food, it doesn't take long for things to take a dramatic turn. Heartburn's a bitch.
Oh, God!
Before we unveil our top pick, here's a few honourable mentions.
Harry!
I suggest you both go outside and discuss it sensibly in the street.
This is my well.
I have drunk from it.
You are welcome.
Number 1, The Bone, 2001, A Space Odyssey. A simple scene in its essence, but one that insightfully points to mankind's destructive tendencies. Depicting the moment an ape discovers the catastrophic capabilities of using a tool as a weapon, it is essentially the pivotal point in history where war and conflict become a means of resolution. Together with its slow-motion cinematography and a booming Richard Strauss soundtrack, it's one of the most memorable and significant scenes in history. And that transition to space, awesome. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo UK and subscribe for more great content.